So I made this video a while back on TikTok, and I was talking about my father's last pistol. The Christmas before he passed, I bought him a pistol. I did the story, and some people heard it, and they wanted to come over here to YouTube and watch a video about it. Well, here's the video. I made a mistake in the video, though. It's really funny. I had said in the video that my dad had a Mark I. Now that I think back to it, he had a Mark II, and what I had done was upgrade to a Mark III. Shows just how much I pay attention. It's been a minute since I looked at the pistol, so when I opened the box and saw Mark III, I went, I'm gonna get a ribbing for this from the gun guys. But anyways, this is the pistol that I bought my father the Christmas before he passed away. Ruger Mark III target pistol. Stainless steel. Has the paperwork. First bullet shot. That's always fun. And then sheesh party. Oh, super nice. Yes, stainless. It comes with a target grip. Trust me, it's not loaded. I checked it. But it's got a super light trigger. It loves to cycle shells. Yeah, it'll run rounds, I mean. Some people are saying, oh God, don't say shells. You sound unintelligent. I get it. I just always have said that. At least I don't say clip instead of mag. Could be worse. It's a magazine. And I keep my finger off the trigger, so there's that too. I may not know what kind of gun I got, but I know how to operate the motherfucker. At least I could do that. But yeah, that fucking thing's sweet. Yeah. I'll let you get in close here. I think of my dog. Oh, puppers. It was funny. I got to the house where he was staying at, and I gave him the gun. The next day, I hear he'd already loaded it. I get down to the basement, and I was like, how bad was it? Because loading the mags on these things can be a bitch. And I hadn't done it yet. And I knew that they could be really stiff, but these ones are tamed back a little bit, so it's not so bad. The old ones, like the Mark I and the Mark II, those mags, holy fuck, you better had iron thumbs, you know what I mean? Pulling that son of a bitch back. Anyways, I'm gonna play the story of this right now, but I've explained my error. So it's a target Mark III Ruger, not a Mark II. But I'm gonna play the video for you, and you'll hear me say that and realize my mistake now. I love you. That's the pistol, though. Have a wonderful night. I've got one. My dad had one gun when he passed away. It was that Christmas right before he died. I bought him a gun just for shits and giggles for his new piece for the house when he moved in. House was still being built. He was in a rehab facility healing from burns. He had been in the house fire prior and got burned pretty good on his arm and his head. There was just a lot of healing that we couldn't do at my grandma's house where my mom was staying at the time. So I'd go up there and I'd pick him up and I'd take him to dialysis 3 times a week. because my mom was messed up. She'd been in a car wreck after the house fire, so she'd been through hell. She was surviving all that bullshit, and I was just helping out. So I would take Dad to dialysis. That night I picked him up. It was Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve at dialysis. Rough times. But he was chipper. I went there and I picked him up. He had his leg on and he was ready to go. And I wheeled him down the hallway, got him out to the truck, got him inside and set him all up and then turned on his favorite radio station and drove up to the stop sign just outside of the area where this old folks home is. His rehabilitation center, I should say. It was an old folks home, but if you were injured enough as a young person, you could rehab here. He was worn out, been there for months. He was looking for something to look forward to, and I knew what to do to solve that problem. Growing up, my dad had a Ruger Mark I, and it burned in the fire. So I found a guy that was selling a Ruger Mark II target pistol with a bull barrel and a competition grip. I knew my dad would like this pistol, so I bought it. And I went and picked him up that night. We get to that stop sign. He's listening to his favorite radio station, and I reached under the seat and I pulled out that brand new box and I set it on his lap and I said, "Merry Christmas." And he sat there and he looked over at me and he goes, What's this? Real soft-spoken guy, not really prone to like gifts or things like this. So this is a big deal. So he pops it open and I got the light on in the cab and he's looking down at this brand new pistol and he just starts to cry. It was a really nice, it's a stainless steel pistol. He starts to cry. He's just so happy. He just couldn't believe that I did that for him. He thought it was such a thoughtful gift, and he was really looking forward to shooting it. When he got to my grandma's house after rehabilitation, I gave him the gun and he loaded it that night. He never got to shoot it though.